Hello and welcome everyone, I'm Maddles and today I've got game number 1 of a best of 1. I believe it was a ladder game, and it is a Zerg versus a Terran. Spawning down in the bottom right hand, or bottom position, as the red Zerg player representing Team Evil Geniuses, it is none other than Jaedong. And his opponent up in the top position, spawning as the blue Terran, none other than Voss. And Polar Knights will forever make me chuckle, because as a caster, you get so ingrained in your head that things are like top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, or whatever. That when you just have top or bottom, it confuses the hell out of you. It's just like in the top. And it just doesn't flow right as a sentence, something so ingrained. It's like thinking about breathing, which all of you are now doing. You're acutely aware that you can breathe and that you're blinking. And I'm so evil. Anyway, people in the room with me are also now acutely aware of it, and that is very funny. But anyway, as we've got at the moment, Voss just getting supply depot down, so for the moment nothing too scary going on. Jaedong getting down on Overlord too. I'm not sure if this was part of Jaedong's like domination of America or not, but maybe Voss was the person who took him down. Voss is a high GM rank player in NA, so he's definitely got the skills to potentially take down the evil genius. I'm sure you can. It's like, it's a best of 1 game, so if something does go a bit funny, can easily catch you off guard. I think most people on ladder, I don't know if there's many people on the ladder who in a best of 3 against Jaedong would win. I don't think there's many people in the world who would. But yeah, anyway, command center coming down here now for Voss. So he is going CC first, which on Polar Knights is a bit more interesting because your natural is quite wide open, the rush distances aren't too long, so you do need to be a little bit cautious about going for risky builds, which is really just protected by the fact that actually the command center is part of the wall off, so even if there were some early Zerglings coming down, Voss would be completely safe from that aggression. So smart play here by the Terran. Now, while we wait for these two to ramp up, since they are going for pretty normal openings, quick reminder, and this will be the last reminder I do for one of my videos, let me know if you like this overlay or the standard Game Heart overlay in the comment section below, just so I can put the one that you like most. This is a bit simpler, a bit cleaner, a bit more flashy, but without as much information, so I'd just like to know your thoughts. But anyway, Overlord getting all of the information here at the moment for Jaedong, sees the command center, sees the barracks and the gas, so has a good little idea of what's going to be coming up. This gas is really the standard build you get after a CC first nowadays in TVZ. In the olden days, you tend to catch another barracks, maybe 2 more barracks before taking any gas, but now it's just so preferential to get down the additional Vespian that it's all just very important. Now, as we see, Zergling speed on its way down the bunker, getting built at the front before the command center floats down, and that smart play by Voss. It just means that he's going to be a little bit more secure when he does go and take that natural base. But Jaedong, he's happy to just drone at the moment, getting out a good number of queens, playing things very safely, still keeping just 1 drone in gas despite already starting speed. So he's just getting a trickle through, which means he gets a lair at quite a nice time. He's got the option to get up a Baneling Nest too if needed. But over at Voss's side, with the factory on its way, he's likely going in to some form of Hellion play. We'll see the barracks move over and probably a reactor get started. That's the most likely thing, just so they can switch. And there we go, Voss is doing that at the moment. Meanwhile, Jaedong droning, and droning a bit more. He's got 2 Zerglings just sitting out the front here, chilling, going, okay, well, you got a natural base, and you have a bunker there, so I can't really break it at the moment. So with that timing, you must be safe. This Overlord, though, is paying the bills. He sees that, of course, the command center's there. He's coming in, he sees the factory. He basically finds out all of the information that Jaedong didn't already know. Jaedong already knew that the command center was there, but didn't know about this. So I'm hoping that this Overlord, having been a hero, will get away, but unfortunately, I know that he won't. His moment of glory is over. He explodes in a horrible pile of goo. But Jaedong can now respond exactly how he wants. He's got a 3rd hatchery on its way down. He's taking some gases now. That's his 2nd gas at the moment, so nothing too crazy there. He's also adding in a roach one. We may see 2 evolution chambers as well, just to act as the wall off to protect Jaedong from the Hellions as they come through, and also give him a good opportunity to start getting some upgrades through. Now with this third command center coming down so fast, it means that tech and also production are very much hampered for Voss at the moment, and that's what Jaedong needs to try and exploit, either by being greedy and taking additional bases, or by teching up very quickly. The third option is to go on the aggressive, but with the bunker and this wall up here, that can be difficult to do unless you go for a bit of an all-in, and that may not always be the best bet, especially for a player like Jaedong, who does have the option to basically fall back and really try and use his very good mechanics and play just to outlast his opponent, because Jaedong, and what you see a lot of pro players do, especially on ladder games and things like that, or against a player who may not be necessarily up to their caliber, is to just play normal. And the reason for that is they're confident they'll make less mistakes than their opponent will throughout the game, so over the course of 15-20 minutes they will actually end up with a much greater army and in a much better spot, and through tech and everything like that. So smart play here by Jaedong at the moment. One Roach busy trying to force back these Marines, will be able to succeed in doing so. But we've got the Baiting Nest and 22 more Lings on their way, so Jaedong may go a bit aggressive, and upon seeing the Roach of Voss, opting to add in 2 additional bunkers to his natural wall of taking him up to the 3 there. He knows his production has been limited, and therefore knows that he is very much in need of trying to get up a strong defensive position. The Zerglings moving forward with the Roaches. Jaedong is going to be going for a good number of Banelings fairly soon, I would imagine. He may even just go and see if he can get in, but there's 13 Banelings. Bear in mind, this isn't really an all-in from Jaedong. He is getting a few more Lings on the way out, but if this push doesn't work for whatever reason, he can just follow it up with a lot of droning, and that's what we're seeing now. This isn't an all-in. This is Jaedong saying, I'm going to try and kill you, but with the additional bunkers, with the mines, Jaedong is going to have to be a little bit careful. Good Hellion hit there on those Banelings. Weakens a lot of them, and 2 bunkers do still stay up. The Zerglings trying to get roasted as quickly as possible. The important thing is the SCV repairs this bunker, the Marauder inside, dealing a lot of damage. The Roach is taking a significant amount of splash. For the moment though, only a handful of SCVs got it taken down. Jaedong, now reinforcing with more Lings, is trying to make it work. There is the 3rd bunker still available if units can make their way over there. The Widow Mine soon to be off cooldown. SCVs getting pulled, unfortunately a Marauder getting trapped in the process. But Jaedong's push still with a bit of momentum, dealing some more damage now, a bit more significant damage anyway. 21 workers have gone down so far from this push, and I think that is probably all we're going to see from it. And however, wave number 2 coming in, as I say that, sorry, wave number 3 even coming in, and this is where some more damage could get done. Voss still does have the option of keeping his main base up, but may be forced to lift his natural, losing supply depots as well. Jaedong behind this, getting up his lair, getting up more assimilators and more drones. He's just droning behind this after applying the additional pressure, because he knows he's knocked out mining at the natural base. He's punishing his opponent for trying to be a bit greedy. He's showing everyone that, hey, you know what, if you go for something greedy like that, get up a 3rd CC ultra fast, I'm going to put some pressure on you, and you're going to struggle from that. And so now we're left with a Terran player who's down to only 23 SCVs. Luckily though, he's got the 3rd CC, which is actually going to help because it means that he can add in the extra production. He's also sitting at 1-1 and adding in the armory ready to go up to 2-2. Plus he's got those 3 mules just to help stabilize his economy a little more. But Jaedong with some more Roaches, with the 1-1 upgrades, Baiting speed and Roach speed all coming through, soon to be taking a 4th place, is without doubt ahead in this game. He's at 69 drones and really just flying steady. Meanwhile, if we take a look over at what Voss has got, well, he's going to be starting to produce his first few medevacs shortly, I hope. But he's just a bit starved of money. Once he can start getting some medevacs out, his inventory is going to be a little bit stronger. But by that point, Jaedong, if he wanted to, could seriously be looking at getting maxed out. He can just pump units now if he wanted up at the 69 drone mark. He can happily secure up his 3rd, but for the moment, just adding in more Roaches. Jaedong did get a little bit of a supply block there. It is getting alleviated now though, so that's all fine. Keeping a couple of overseers with his army. What is quite interesting is that he's getting this Overlord speed upgrade a little bit later than some players do, but this is to just combat the medevacs. There's also no Spire for the moment yet by Jaedong, so he isn't going to be going for the standard Zergling Baneling Mutalisk for the moment, and instead just going to be relying on just good control not to get big Widow Mine hits. The Roaches going to be playing around at the front, just going to try and be a little bit more of a threat. 3rd Orbit Command getting down just in time before the creep spread started, but the Overlord still cooping it all up. Won't have any effect though. But now, Roaches starting to assemble by this watchtower here. 21 more Banelings morphing in, going around the other way, just in case the watchtower was held. With a macro hatchery up, still at 69 drones, and more Zerglings and Banelings coming through. Jaedong knows that his opponent will be struggling after that first big attack into the natural base. Even though Voss has stabilized a bit up to the 42 SCV mark, Jaedong's been just steadily producing. He's getting more and more links, and he's going to be going in for the kill. 3 Widow Mines are burrowing up, but 2 of which get taken down before they can detonate. 1 hit manages to go through, but now the Banelings, Zerglings and Roaches charging up towards the main army. Baneling speed really aiding here, and only a single bunker there for the moment. That is going to just melt to all of this DPS. Still so many Banelings charging around. The natural base about to take a huge amount of damage. So many SCVs get taken out. The main base is also getting slaughtered now. And with that, GG, well played is called Jaedong, showing that if you take risks versus him, he's gonna know, and he is going to try and punish it. So if you enjoyed that game, make sure that you like the video, leave a cool comment, and of course subscribe, and I'll catch you all tomorrow with yet another new cast. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.